Well, the road was hot and flat as a ruler, good 100 miles between me and Missoula. The vine on top I wouldn't get no cooler, so I stopped at a quickie sag. Well, I figure I need about a 6 Miller, and one of those things so I wouldn't spill her. And I asked the girl if the beer was in the bag. She said it's a dry town, no beer, no liquor for miles around. I give a nickel for a sip or two to wash me down out of this dry town. Cursed the law for ruining the nation. Waved goodbye to the boy at the station, but you couldn't go into gear. He said it sounds like your transmission. You need Barb, she's gone fishing. Her day off, she gets a long way from here. 'Cause it's a dry town, no beer, no liquor for miles around. I give a nickel for a sip or two to wash me down out of this dry town. Of something strong from your local grocery store. Walked down till I came a little closer to a place called Happy John's. He said I keep something different, colds and fevers down underneath where we usually leave it. But just last night I felt the cold coming on. 'Cause it's a dry town, no beer, no liquor for miles around. I give a nickel for a sip or two to wash me down out of this dry town. I need a sip or two to wash me down out of this dry town. All right, Houston. We are unbelievably pleased to be here. We flew in this morning, and your rainy skies were a nice greeting. I will say, I live in Maine, and it feels great down here right now. So thank you for coming out to the Mucky Duck tonight. Here's one called My Own Highway. I'm on my own highway, and no one else can tell me where to go. Well, we're here and then we're gone. That's why I've got to travel on. In a passing conversation on the street, people say the strangest things to me, and I say I'm happy. Something staring back in their eyes says they don't believe. How could I be happy if I haven't settled down and have a perfect family? Well, I'm riding free. I'm on my own highway, and no one else can tell me where to go. There's no flashing neon sign to point me down that road. I'm gonna drive in my way and let the headlight lead me to the door. We're here and then we're gone. That's why I've got to travel on my own highway. say I'm on my own highway. No one else can tell me where to go. There's no flashing neon sign to point me down that road. I'm gonna drive in my way. Let the headlight lead me to the door. We're here and then we're gone. That's why I've gotta travel on my own highway. Well, we're here and then we're gone. That's why I've gotta travel on my own highway. No one else can tell me where to go. There's no flashing neon sign point me down that road. I'm gonna drive in my way. Let the headlight lead me to the door. Can't sing no one else's song. That's why I've gotta travel on my own highway. Thank you. I'm just getting used to this step up here on stage. It's like I can do this. It's like the folk singer thing. Like, tell me more, Kimber.
I'm one of the clumsiest people in the business, and I could go down tonight.
It would be memorable if that happens. So, yeah, just be on the edge of your seat, folks. And I just want to remind you that while we are seemingly in this dark, beautiful pub, you can act like we're at a festival. And if you hear something you like, you can hoot and holler. We love it. We like to hear little hoots and hollers.
Or
Yeah, that's good.
you could also
That
just
was a good one.
you could also
He's had
just act like
practice.
you could also just act like you're in a pub.
Nah. Well, this is one that I wrote after spending many, many nights in a pub drinking. Jameson was my drink of choice when I was young. I thought I was so sophisticated, Jameson. So I wrote a song called Bourbon Hound. Why don't you swing it on back, make another fashion, stir it up right, all that dancing, baby, won't you whirl me around? You know they are my bourbon now. Well, Jefferson will set you right, boogie takes you home, pulling out a little buffalo trace, and my feet are off the ground. And now I'm dancing with a bourbon now. Why don't you swing it on back, make another fashion, turn it round, all that dancing, baby, won't you whirl me around? You know they are my bourbon now. Well, Jameson for the morning Joe, I'm a whiskey go-to now, don't you know a little bully, we won't pass around. You know there's nothing like a bourbon now. Why don't you swing it on back, make another fashion, turn it right, all that dancing, baby, won't you whirl me around? You know they are my bourbon now. Little nib of fire, old Pappy's gonna lift you off the ground. You know that you're my bourbon ale. Why don't you swing it on back, make another old fashioned set of props all and dance with baby, won't you whirl me around? You know that you're my bourbon ale. Some people say a man's made out of mud, a poor man's made out of muscle and blood, muscle and blood and skin and bone. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. Oh, my soul to the company store. I was born one morning in the drizzling rain. Fighting and the trouble is my middle name. I was raised in the bottoms by oh, mama, I'm not mean as a dog, but I'm as gentle as a lamb. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. Oh, my soul to the company store. Woke up one morning when that sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel and I walked to the mine. I loaded 16 tons of number 9 coal in a Starbucks. How did well bless my soul? We load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. Oh, my soul to the company store. If you see me coming, you better step aside. A lot of men didn't and a lot of men died. I've got one fist of iron and the next fist of steel. If the right one don't get you, then the left one will. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. Oh, to the company. Thank you. Well, this is the first of a couple shows that we have here in Texas. We're headed to Fisher, Texas tomorrow, and then we're headed to Austin the next day. So we're got a tidy little run here. I was trying to remember the last time we played here, and I think it was when we were driving around the country in our 12-passenger van that we named the Pie Machine. Does anyone remember that? Did anyone see us all those years ago? Yeah. 2013.
Thanks for remembering us.
Oh my God.
So nice of you.
Wow. So much has changed since then.
We no longer have that van. It was parked at Celia's house in Kittery, Maine, and I think squirrels ate through the gas lines like 5 times. We had to retire her.
Yeah, she's retired now, but it really is good. It's great to be back here. We remember all these. There are some great little clubs all over the United States, and this is definitely one that we really love playing at. So thank you for coming, and we're going to play a song that's by a great friend of ours named Maya DeVitri. She's a great songwriter. And we think this is one of the moment right now. This is called The Working Man. There's a river made of gold and silver in the hills. There's a ladder if we find it, but we likely never will. There's water at the bottom, it trickles down the rungs, dripping to the tune of just enough to pay the bills. Money fills canyons in the pockets of a few. That's the way it flows in the red, white, and blue. Well, every mile of railroad all across the land is a long life of labor for the working man. It would surely be a wonder for a man to build alone all the rails and steel and dig the oil that he owns, while all the money going round as they pitching in. Money fills canyons in the pockets of a few. That's the way it flows in the red, white, and blue. While every mile of railroad all across the land is a long life of labor for the working man. The bank gets the news of a check from the Capitol, that's all there's to use. Well, it's always you and me and Uncle Sam pitching in. They just don't call them handouts when they're all wearing suits. Money fills canyons in the pockets of a few. That's the way it flows in the red, white, and blue. While every mile of railroad all across the land is a long life of labor for the working man. Is a long life of labor for the working man. Maya DeVitri is an excellent writer, an excellent artist. If she comes down this way, you guys absolutely have to check her out. So we've been a band for a nice little while now. We've been able to travel all over the world. We've done a lot of work with the State Department, which has been really amazing. And yeah, we've been able to do all of these programs for young women to encourage them to do what we're doing, stand on stage, rip solos, write songs. You know what I'm saying? Very cool. So this is one that I wrote a long, long time ago, and I was just a baby writer, and I was writing about a really bad snowstorm up in Burlington, Vermont on Valentine's Day. So this one is called Jamie Deer. The sun sets at 3:45. The snow is, whoa, piling at my door. Snowed in, but I don't really mind. All I needed was a little bit of time. Put those letters that you wrote me in the fire. Whoa, and they ain't coming back. So where did you go, my Jamie dear? Sitting on the window with a single tear. Swamps on fire, the leather leaves burning like a letter that you sent to me. Where did you go, my darling May? Setting like a sun on a winter's day. Cold from frost, winter pain. Bottle of whiskey and a pile of shame. Pile of shame. Fun story, that is where the name of our van came from. We had an engineer who was working with us when we were recording it, who thought we were saying a bottle of whiskey in a pie machine and not a pile of shame, which is the original lyrics. And we were like, yeah, that sounds pretty good, a pie machine. So
very euphemistic guy. Well, my very first fiddle teacher that I had is in the audience tonight, and she's a Houstonite. Tanya Hopkins over there, great fiddle player. And she comes from a family full of fiddlers, as do I. There are 5 generations of fiddling in my family. If you are familiar with the band Asleep at the Wheel, you might have seen my brother play with them. He played with them for about 10 years. Anyway, I'm going to play a fiddle tune for you that is similar to the kind of fiddle that my grandpa played, but a lot faster. But he played during the Great Depression at barn dances and made about $0.25 a night, and was also a logger by trade. So yeah, you can just pretend that you're surrounded by hay and trying to escape the detrimental world things that are happening outside of the doors. Not too far-fetched. All right, it's called Ride Old Buck to Water. Sing along if you know it.
I'd say your fiddle teacher did pretty good, Kimber. All right. This is a song, and we just got a couple weeks ago. We were in Nashville recording a new album, which is going to be out in October. Praise be! It's finally happening. I don't need to regale you with stories of how hard it is to record an album these days, but it's finally happening, and this is one that we just tracked. It's called What You Were Looking For. I must have missed your call when you reached out late last night, and I listened to your message. You didn't even ask if I was alright. Oh, I've tried and I've tried, but I can't help you anymore. So let me know if you find what you are looking for. If I had been up, would I have picked up? I never know who I'll find, a true friend or pretender on the other end of the line. I can't pull you and I won't fight your war. So let me know if you ever find what you are looking for. I believed in you when you didn't have faith in yourself. But you can't work harder than the one you're trying to help. So go and find somebody new to pick you up off the floor. And let me know if you ever find what you are looking for. Oh, I've tried and I've tried, but I can't help you anymore. So let me know if you ever find what you are looking for. Thank you. The sun's wakes up, I rise to meet her with honey cream and Lady Ray. I spot a nuthatch at the feeder, don't need to do much else today. Yeah, a pile of laundry ready for folding, my suitcase is tucked away. My modern guitar hangs there knowing that I am here to stay. Whoa, little bird in the nest picks up the pieces to serve her the best. When she's done, she can rest till she's back home again. The silence can stretch for days. I drop a needle on a record and let my worries wash away. At night I dream of the magnolia and how soon I'll watch it bloom. But here I sit, right in the moment, joyfully singing to an empty room. Oh, little bird in the nest, of the pieces to serve her the best. When she's done, she can rest till she's back home again. In time the snow will start to melting, chestnut brown will turn to green. I'll pack my suitcase, get back to moving, there's a wild world to be seen. Oh, little bird leaves a nest, ain't nobody can tell her to rest. To the northeast and the west, till she's back home. Little bird leaves a nest, ain't nobody can tell her to rest. To the northeast and the west, till she's back home again. Thank you. I compare. Oh boy, yeah, tell me about Brendan Lee.
guys know Brennan Lee? Wonderful singer-songwriter. She's a close friend of mine. And I told her that the girls and I were writing songs for our next record, and I asked her if she wanted to come over to the house and help me write one. And this is what we came up with. She lives in Austin now, so y'all will see her more than I do. So just hug her neck for me, because I don't get to see her anymore. So this is a song that we recorded for our next record. It's called "I Compare Everyone to You." I've been getting asked out on the town. I got no reason to turn them down. I might even steal a kiss or two, but I compare everyone to you.
There ain't nothing wrong with anyone. They all seem just like some old rerun. I find something off with everything they do. I compare everyone to you. I compare everyone to you. No one holds a candle, no one can fill your shoes. Apples to oranges, ruby red, ocean blue. I compare everyone to you. Darling, you're a diamond in the coal. I can feel your presence in my soul. Nobody is loyal or as true. I compare everyone to you. I compare everyone to you. No one holds a candle, no one can fill your shoes. Apples to oranges, ruby red, ocean blue. I compare everyone to you. I compare everyone to you. No one holds a candle, no one can fill your shoes. Apples to oranges, ruby red, ocean blue. I compare everyone to you. Oh, I compare everyone to you. Yeah, I compare everyone to you. Thank you. Oh, please give it up for an ultimate badass playing a beautiful new Henderson guitar. For guitar nerds out there, you just started salivating. I know it. In her free time, when she's home, she is making sure that people have access to childcare, to fair wages, to workers' rights, which is so, so important. Please give it up for Avril Smith on the guitar.
Also, if you're not a guitar nerd, but you know who Eric Clapton is, right? Eric Clapton waited 10 years for a Wayne Henderson guitar, and Avril Smith waited about 10 months.
There you go.
He's a fan. Everybody on the bass over there, it's get to know your Della's time.
All right.
She is only the second woman to ever do this, which is she won IBMA, that's the International Bluegrass Music Association Bass Player of the Year. Yeah. So she is now your two-time in a row IBMA Bass Player of the Year, which is really rad. Yeah. And also, she just recorded her very first solo record, and the first single, as the kids say, dropped. It dropped last week. So if you follow Della May on the socials, we'll talk more about this later. It's your responsibility now. Giving up on CDs. You got a big job to do, folks. Anyway, go listen to Leavin'. It was written by Bruce Robison, who, when I was living in Austin, I got to tour with him. It was really fun.
Kimber introduced that song to me.
I did.
I loved it ever since. Yeah.
Yeah, so check it out. It's called Leavin' by the one and only, folks, Vicki Vaughn from Simsonia, Kentucky.
All right, Simsonia! All right, thank you. Ooh, ooh. I've never done that before. Not sure why this place made me do that. When the fields are muddy and there ain't no time to plow. When the fields are muddy and there ain't no time to plow. Won't be long, little brother. Won't be long, little brother. It won't be long. When the rooster is crowing and there ain't no time to rise. start gunning us down. Should have been done long ago. What if you knew her and found her dead on the ground? How can you run when you know 10 soldiers and Nixon's coming? We're finally on our own. This summer I hear the drumming for dead in Ohio, for dead in Ohio, for dead in Ohio.
All right, here's another new one. You ready for it? It's about generational trauma.
Love it.
But wrapped very neatly into a very peppy, bluegrassy, kind of minery situation, such is the way. It's about that rotten branch on your family tree. You know that one? Some of y'all are sitting there thinking, we don't have one of those. That might be you. Yeah.
What's going on in that there head hailed sycamore tree? Heard it runs in the family, passed down from you to me, down from you to me. Was it something that I said, hey old sycamore tree? We share all our history, don't leave this mess to me, leave this mess to me. Can we find a common thread, hey old sycamore tree? Turn my hands into the clay, that's what's calling me, that's what's calling me. It's your own heart you're knocking dead, hurts you more than me. Go on, dig up that family tree, hand that fiddle to me, hand that fiddle to me. What's going on in that there head? Was it something that I said? Hey, old sycamore tree, passed down from you to me.
Thank you. So, with a little family trauma appetizer, we're going to follow that with some galactical insignificance entree. Who doesn't love to think about how big the universe is? I go down dark places when I think about that sometimes. This one's called Magic Accident. I wrote it down in a letter about 20 years ago. I'd asked my future if I'd found the right way. And do I live like I want it? Push ambition undaunted, I had to admit that I'd had some bad days. I'd had some bad days. No, I haven't found the line that you finally get to in life, and when you cross it, you figure it out. Baby, it's no secret. You have to believe that it all means something. We're not just spinning around. And there is sunshine in the cracks of my mind. I'm just as holy as the great divide. I'm just a small piece of the great mystery. I don't need a question any of my life. We all come from something. No one comes from nothing. It took a millennia to get you here. Baby, you're a magic accident. The way that fate bent with a little carbon and gravity. Carbon and gravity. And there is sunshine in the cracks of my mind. I'm just as holy as the great divide. I'm just a small piece of the great mystery. I don't need a question. It ain't my on a boundless skyway, hollering up at the deepest night. And we won't know the answer until we're knocking at the door between death and life. And there is sunshine in the cracks of my mind. I'm just as holy as the great divide. I am just a small piece of the great mystery. I don't need a question any of my life. I am just a small piece of the great mystery. I don't need a question any of my life. Thank you. Well, this is another new one. We haven't been playing it very much, but we're trying to resurrect it right now so that we can get our minds around it. I wrote this last year, and I wrote it for my mom. Said you've been thinking you should stop drinking. That's as good as any place to start. You can come to my place for as long as it takes. If you leave now, you'll be here before dark. Don't pack nothing. If you need something, I'll go get it, or you can use mine. I hear it in your voice. This time it's your choice. If you want, I'll wait on the line. Oh, mama, I should have called you. I didn't morning just to feel alive. You kept it a secret, no one would believe it. And I didn't want to look behind your disguise. And I asked you one time if things were alright. You said you'd stop whenever you pleased. So I kept my mouth shut. I never followed up, and you slid back into that goddamn disease. Oh, mama, I should have called you. I didn't know you were suffering alone. If you want me to, I'll walk beside you. Mama, you don't have to fight this on your own. Oh, mama, I should have called. I didn't know you were suffering alone. Thank you.
Hey, Houston. Hey, do you know what time it is? It's Tulsa time, baby. Tulsa time. It is. 8:08. That's Tulsa time, baby. She's got these special gloves.
Well, how about that song, y'all? Pretty wild, huh? She's got words for days. I think we have half of our CD collection with us tonight for those who still imbibe the CDs. She's written about 90% of the music we've ever recorded. She's one heck of a laundry machine player, too. She has a bunch of chickens and lives in the woods in Kittery, Maine, right by the ocean in the woods. And it's a really picturesque place. And she tours internationally from there, which means she got up at 1:45 a.m. this morning to come play this show for you. Got here the earliest, rented the car, picked all of us up, and drove us to the hotel. And she's just one of the hardest working women that we've ever met. And she's a great band leader. That's Celia Woodsmith right there on the washboard.
Thank you. I just have to say, before we get back into the little Tulsa Time skit, we can do it over again. I think that's good.
I don't want to do it over
Oh,
again.
come on, Vicky. This is show business, baby.
Showbiz, baby.
I just have to say, I just got 4 new chicks, and I just named them. Do you want to know what I named? Do you want to know? Okay, so the first one is Pot Pie. I know, it's like kind of weird and sad, but also kind of very cute, right? Pot Pie. The second one is General Sow. The third one is Bird Person. Does anyone watch Rick and Morty out there? Okay, cool. Bird Person. And then the third one is Tammy. So those are my 4 new chickens.
Hey, and speaking of 4 chickens.
Oh my gosh. Boy, do we have a t-shirt and a poster for you. As you know, CDs have gone by the wayside, and that's really CD sales. They could double a festival fee for somebody, you know? It's crazy how much revenue is lost by artists. So we're going the way of the poster. I know some of you are thinking, oh, my art's all set in my house. We've done a lot of homestays, and let me tell you about your bathrooms. Boring. So we have a couple posters. We're having different artists imagine us as critters. So we have raccoons. And our newest one, we got t-shirts made too. We had an artist imagine us as chickens. So each of the animals represent one of us. We'd be happy to sign them for you after the show. And the posters are pay what you want. literally any amount. People usually pay between $10 and $1,000, or just, fund our next album, whatever you have the space for in your heart, and bank. So come see us after the show, grab some, we've got some hats, some t-shirts, and a lot of posters, and it's just your way to support us directly for streaming our music. Thank you very much.
All right, Tulsa time, baby. It's Tulsa time, baby. A one, a two, a 1, 2, ready, go. I left Oklahoma, driving in a Pontiac, just about to lose my mind. I was going to Arizona, maybe on to California, where the people live so fine. My baby said I was crazy, my mama called me lazy. I was gonna show them all this time, 'cause I ain't no fooling, I don't need no more schooling. I was born to just walk the line, living on Tulsa time, living on Tulsa time. Well, I've been through it when I set my watch back to it. I'm living on Tulsa time. There I was in Hollywood, wishing I was doing good, talking on the telephone lines. They don't need me in the movies, and nobody sings my songs. Guess I'm just wasting time. And then I got to thinking, man, I'm really sinking. I really had a flash this time. I had no business leaving, and nobody would be grieving if I went on back to Tulsa time. Living on Tulsa time, living on Tulsa time. Well, I've been through it when I set my watch back to it. I'm living on Tulsa time. Everybody living on Tulsa time, living on Tulsa time. Well, I've been through it when I set my watch back to it. I'm living on Tulsa time. Gotcha, living on Tulsa time. Well, I've been through it when I set my watch back to it. I'm living on Tulsa time. Thank you, thank you.
You. All right, this is a song that is written for the young people in our world. This is actually one that Avril wrote, an ode to the young people who are sort of kind of confused and wondering what is their place in the world, and how should I dress, how should I act, who should I be, and it's kind of like, hell yeah, you got this. It's one of those. Is that an okay interpretation of that? Okay, great. So this is called Outrun 'Em. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lace up your shoes, get out. You'll never find peaceful waters if you're busy just going with the flow. Don't let 'em push you around. Don't get caught up. Your own way is a mighty fine place to go. If you go with the crowd, you can't outrun 'em. Can't blaze a trail from the middle of the pack. Go on ahead and show them something. Full steam ahead, never looking back. Outrun 'em. Outrun 'em. Come on, baby, outrun 'em. You know you outrun 'em. Oh, don't you worry about kicking up dust. Yeah, you're making room for the rest of us. Oh, don't you worry about leaving us in the dust. Oh, you're making room, you're making room. Oh, you're making room, you're making room. If you go with the crowd, you can't outrun 'em. Blaze a trail from the middle of the pack. Go on ahead and show them something. Full steam ahead, never looking back. Outrun 'em. Outrun 'em. Come on, baby, outrun 'em. You know you'll outrun 'em. If you go with the crowd, you can't outrun 'em. You can't blaze a trail from the middle of the pack. Go on ahead and show them something. Full steam ahead, never looking back. Outrun 'em. Outrun 'em. Come on, baby, outrun 'em. You know you'll outrun 'em. Thank you. All right, we have two more songs for you. We don't really do the encore thing, especially here. Awkward, very awkward to try and walk. Oh, we're walking away.
It's hard
I don't like that.
Hard to get a fish and chip in before you have to come back out, so
Yeah,
we just try
that's-
not to attempt it.
Let's just not do it. So we're going to do two more songs for you. After that, we are going to be right over yonder at the CD table. We'd like to thank Jacob on the sound for doing a great job for us tonight. All the folks behind the bar, thank you to Sean, and thank you to Darth Vader, his dog. We love a dog.
We actually took a cue from Casey Musgraves, and we put dogs on our rider. So, like brown M&Ms and stuff on our rider, it literally says if you have a nice dog that you want to bring for us to pet after sound check, we would love it. And today is the first venue who came through. They didn't actually see it. It was a coincidence, but it was a good one.
So this song goes out to the dog, Lord Darth Vader, for being so cute. It's called You Don't Have to Do That, You're Beautiful. Why you gotta spend all that time in front of the mirror? And why you gotta spend all that time trying to look cool? Well, you don't have to do that, you don't have to do that, you're beautiful. And you always come through like Kimber's gonna do, shredding on the 5-string fiddle, come on. After Kimber and I sing the bridge, I wish you would just let it all hang down. Oh, I wish you wouldn't worry that I won't be around.
E to C sharp, like everybody at the Mucky does tonight.
I think it is only fitting.